Hey guys, it's time for another Medalist predictions video for the World Outdoor Championships in Eugene, Oregon. I'm back here tonight with my men's 3,000 meter steeplechase predictions. I had thoughts of doing a predictions video for the 3,000 meter steeplechase men's event for Tokyo of last year, but never got around to it. I would have likely probably put Bakkali in the top three, just knowing how talented he is. Just for kind of a tidbit there, if I had done the video last year, but it is what it is. Here we are. The steeplechase finals for the men's 3,000 meter men's 3,000 meter steeplechase finals is set to take place Monday evening in Oregon, or basically Monday night here on the East Coast. Let's get to the notable participants of the event. Try to kind of tweak the camera there. Here we go. So basically, the defending world champion, Conseslus Kipruto, who has run a flat basically from Kenya. He this year has had a little bit of a struggle in terms of trying to have good form in these races, but when I watched him in the heat, of course, with Hillary Board of the U.S., which we'll talk about later in this video, and Lamencha Germa, Kipruto showed that he is returning back to where he was 3 years ago. Of course, he barely edged out Germa in Doha 3 years ago. Of course, we'll talk more about Germa in just a moment as well, but Kipruto, very well capable of defending his title. He's ran 8:08 mid this year. Kipruto can have a decent kick with him as well. Always looking powerful during the steeplechase. He ran, I think, 8:01 when he won the World Championships. World title, I should say, 3 years ago in this event. Sofian El Bakkali of Morocco. He is the defending Olympic champion. He ran a spectacular race in Tokyo. In the last couple of years, Bakkali has become a world-class megastar in this event. Like, he's got it all. I mean, his physique, the way he's able to just take over. He's got speed. He's ran 3:31 in the 1500. He's got speed background, of course, too. He's ran 7:37 in the 3000. Bakkali's got quite an arsenal, but Kipruto could be his kryptonite, that's for sure. Germa could be his kryptonite, but Germa has not really been able to defeat Bakkali. But in the 5 times Kipruto and Bakkali met in the championships, Kipruto has beat him every single time, but Kipruto is only 11-8 overall against him. But when it comes to championships overall, Kipruto's owned him every time. Bakkali's ran 7:58 this year. He is only 14 hundredths of a second from 0.14 seconds off from a personal best, which he set 4 years ago. Bakkali is in top form, but I will say after I watched his heat, he was on his hands were on his knees for a little second, kind of trying to catch his breath, so hopefully he didn't peak too early this year. It's hard to say that, of course. Sometimes you see an athlete after a race and they look kind of tired, then they kind of storm to a even crazier race than you can think, kind of like Andre de Grasse last year in the 200. Miriam Amari of Ethiopia, he's run very quick this year. Leading up to this point, he's had respectable times, really good times, of course, around 8:20, 8:30, but this year he's really thrown down the hammer. He's ran under 8:10 a couple times this year, I believe. He's definitely going to help out his Ethiopian teammates we'll talk about next. Amari, I don't think he's won, I think, a couple medals, if I recall. I'm not sure. Not on the world stage, really, though, but he is definitely coming around. Of course, at the age of 25, I believe. Lamencha Germa might also he is the other favorite to win this race. He's ran 7:58.68. That is actually the Ethiopian record, by the way. Germa has had trouble trying to beat Bakkali. I think he's only beat him once. But Germa's gotten out kicked by Bakkali in the Olympics. He got beat by him, or he wasn't beat by him in Doha because Bakkali finished third in that race. But Bakkali outkicked him earlier this year in a meet, I think at Rabat or something like that. I can't recall. It was a Diamond League meet. I do know that. But Germa has run 7:27 in the 3000. He actually is the silver medalist from the World Indoor 3,000 meters, just a straight up 3,000 meter race earlier this year. Germa also has a case of speed under his belt as well, so this will be exciting to see. I mean, you want to talk about excitement? Evan Yeager of the USA. Evan Yeager is the greatest American steeplechaser ever, by far. He is the American record holder in this event. Back in 2015, of course, he has had a slew of injuries over the last few years, but Evan Yeager, great to see him back in form. He's run 8:17. Looked really good doing it too. I watched him run the 5,000 meters at the USATF meet. I mean, he was this close to making the team. I don't even know. No, I think he ended up. I can't recall. A lot's happened in the last few weeks, but never for me on that too. I'm being serious because life's been kind of tough, honestly. But Jaeger's just great to see him getting back to the World Championships. He medaled. He's medaled at previous World Championship meets. He knows what he has to do. He's going to have to be a lot faster than 8:17. I think the winning time is going to be really close to 8 flat, maybe right under 8 minutes. Never know. Speaking of timing, Abraham Kibiwott of Kenya, he might have the most dangerous kick, one of the most dangerous kicks of this in this list. He's only ran 8:05 mid, which is a very great time though for a steeplechase race, but he's ran 8:06 mid this year. If it's a slightly slower race, Kibiwott could definitely steal it, that's for sure, so you're going to want to be careful. He finished 10th at Tokyo last year. I think I saw in an article that they were predicting him to win gold. He didn't come. He was not quite there winning it. Finished 10th, of course. But Kibiwott, you definitely want to keep your eyes on him and Getnawali of Ethiopia. He's got some serious speed too. He's ran 7:24 in the indoor 3000. That just goes to show that Wally, if he's in the right position, he's gone. But he kind of faded. He did start fading a bit in his heat. I didn't like that too much. So Wally's going to need to kind of keep it together. Then you got Hillary Bohr of the USA, who I don't think he's medaled at all, but if so, please comment below. I couldn't see if he medaled or not, but he won the USATF. He's a national champion, I know of that. He's a national champion. He won the national championship this year in the 3,000 meter steeplechase for, of course, the U.S. His PR is 8:08 from Doha in 2018. He finished 8th in that race. He's run 8:12 low this year. So my medalists, this was a bit difficult because if the race is slower, there's about 3 extra guys that can win this race. Wally, Kibiwott, and dare me say, Jaeger could be on the cusp of medaling too. That's if he can find that faster bit of himself, which I think it's possible, but of course, it's going to be a tall order. Amari, you never know. He's been getting up there too. But a fully fit Kipruto will most likely probably win this race, or at the very least finish second at the slowest, with the worst third, because Kipruto when healthy is just almost unstoppable. So, but here's the thing. I got him finishing in bronze because I think I don't want to say I based it too much off of watching Coleman run his 100. You know, people were talking about, of course, Coleman getting back to form. Then he finishes 6th in the 100-meter final. You know, with Kipruto, though, even with him finishing fast in the end of his heat, he still looked like he had something left in the tank. But the thing is, right now, the other 2 guys I have medaling, they're kind of on another level right now. They're in like tip-top shape. I just think it's going to be just enough to edge out the defending world champion. But I'm going to tell you this right now. That is going to be a very difficult task. Kipruto is not going to give any room, trust me. I have Sophie and Bakkali in silver because I think Germa's getting revenge on the times he's been beat by Bakkali, and of course him being edged out at Doha. I just think Germa, you know, it's kind of like, it's similar to Latezza Giddy in the women's 10,000, although I will say, I think she should have been punished for what she did. She elbowed Helena Beery, let's just leave it at that. She did. Didn't like that too much. From what I've been reading, you kind of clearly tell as day, but the thing is, there's only so many times you can be beat before you're just like, you know what, I'm tired of this crap. I'm ready to kick your ass back, basically. I think Germa's in that zone right now, you know, like, Germa looked good after his heat. He looked like he could probably go under 8. Any one of these 3 can go under the 8-minute barrier, but Bakkali, you know, it's so difficult. I was going to have Bakkali gold medaling, but I'm like, that's too easy. I want to mix up just a little bit. I was this close to not having Kipruto medal. I just don't know if he's going to this time. You know, because again, he has struggled to find his way a little bit up until this point, and even then, how much can you trust him? I know back in 2019 he ran 8:13 only going into Doha, then he ended up swinging out a gold medal, but you can't do that every time. But like I said, other athletes you need to keep your eye on. You need to keep your eye on Abraham Kibawa. I would definitely not sleep on Evan Yeager. I would not sleep on Getnet Wally. And then also Hela Miriam Amari. Hillary Bork could be the mix too, but I don't know. But this is going to be really exciting to watch. I hope you guys enjoy it tomorrow night. The next video I'm going to do for you guys is the crazy men's 1500 meter race. I am really looking forward to doing that video for you guys tomorrow night. That race is going to take place on Tuesday, but the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase race taking place Monday night, of course. And hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys have been enjoying the events so far. And by the way, how about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce? 5 world titles in the 100, men's 100. Absolutely legendary. She is going to be remembered forever, of course, in athletics in general. But hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, too, Tamara Tola winning gold with a new marathon championship record as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.